A Chinese economic citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis was jailed Tuesday, the 11th of November, in the United Kingdom for laundering the proceeds of fraud in cryptocurrency currently worth billions of dollars. Zimin Kian pleaded guilty to money laundering charges in September, with a London Southwark Crown Court judge stating her deception was motivated by greed. It is reported that British police recovered 61,000 Bitcoin, currently worth over $6 billion. After committing the fraud in China between 2014 and 2017, Kian fled China's investigation and entered the United Kingdom with a passport of St. Kitts and Nevis. Authorities indicated that while in the UK, she began converting Bitcoin bought with fraudulent proceeds into cash. Reports show over 80 people have been convicted in China over the same fraudulent operation. I'm Andre Huey reporting for SKN Newsline.
In a recent open letter to the people of Nevis, Premier Mark Brantley called on Nevisians to be open-minded and to think about the development of the island for future generations. Following weeks of passionate views against a proposed development in the south of Nevis under the recently passed Special Sustainability Zones Authorization Act, a number of town hall meetings were held to outline what was known, what was being proposed, and what transpired since the revelation of the proposed project. The Nevis Island administration has repeatedly indicated that no agreement has been signed and negotiations are still in progress. However, the matter continued to be a source of fuel for the Nevis opposition party, and some individuals are outrightly against the proposed development. Yet others are in favor, calling for the NIA to negotiate to a workable solution that brings benefits to all parties. But recent verbal and written attacks on the Premier has, it is believed, encouraged the Premier to outline comprehensively his position on the future development of Nevis, recognizing the proposed development has elements that are different to the usual foreign investor developments. Premier Brantley wrote in a posting on his Facebook page the following, quote, "I do not seek to diminish the genuine fears and concerns of our people about development, but I recognize that fear can lead to paralysis and that we can never fathom the wonders of the ocean if we are afraid to leave the comfort of the shore. I ask you now, at this juncture in our history, to step boldly into the new future, to embrace ideas which are transformative, to think of what can be instead of what was, to innovate and create opportunities for all, to create a Nevis that our graduates and our diaspora can return home to create a Nevis where local businesses can thrive, to consecrate a new future for our children and their children. In doing so, we must be resolute and not to erase the past, but to build upon it. We must ensure that development means opportunity, not displacement, progress, not loss," end quote. According to the SSZ legislation, any agreement on Nevis must be approved by way of normal procedures in the Nevis Island Assembly, which would provide an opportunity for input from the public after the first reading. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
So sweet! The people of St. Kitts and Nevis have embraced Susan Best and her ministry from the very beginning. Now, 40 years later, she returns to celebrate resilience, a testimony of grace, a legacy of strength. Join Susan Best for a night of worship featuring the timeless songs you've loved through the years, along with new music that will inspire a fresh move of faith. On Friday, November 28th at 7 p.m. at the Antioch Baptist Church, Lime Kiln Commercial Development. Don't miss this unforgettable celebration of grace, growth, and resilience. Tickets are $40 EC. Also, be blessed by performances by Carmela Lawrence, Gospel Flames of Joy, New Generation of Nevis, and Blestina Charles of St. Kitts. Tickets are now on sale at Bestway, Buckley's close to Caribbean Cinema, First Choice in the Amory Mall, Kingdom Travel and Tours, Central Street, Hidden Treasures, Airport Road close to Kumar's Pink Trailer, Pharmacare on 4th Street, and in Nevis at Divinity Touch Gift Shop, Main Street, Charlestown. Get your tickets early and stay tuned to the radio or Susan Best's social media pages. Be blessed in this unforgettable celebration of grace, growth, and resilience.
Everybody wave, yeah. Give Jesus praise.
Social commentator and former government minister Dwyer Astafan has described the recently passed Special Sustainability Zone Authorization Act, or SSZ, as a, quote, terrible piece of legislation. He says the law must be improved before it is put into effect. In one of his latest radio commentaries, Mr. Astafan questioned the clarity of several sections of the SSZ Act, saying that the legal language used is too vague and could be detrimental to the long-term development of St. Kitts and Nevis.
This is not just any ordinary setup. This is a generationally consequential arrangement. And we have the responsibility to make sure it works for us and will work for generations to come. We are our own best protectors. And if our lawmakers do not make the effort, and make the effort also to improve upon this terrible piece of legislation, in my opinion, then it might be helpful if a group of citizens, including Christian Council, Chamber of Industry and Commerce, professional groups, trade groups, individuals, come together and mount a constitutional challenge to this act.
Mr. Astafan also raised concerns about possible legal and constitutional issues within the Act in its current form.
And the language of this Act, as it is, as I understand it, cannot be an oversight on the part of lawyers who must have been very artful and skillful to structure it the way it is structured. In my opinion, it is intentionally crafted the way it is. I'm not fooled by all of these references to the Constitution either. That, for me, is a distraction. The truth is that the Act was drafted to exclude the Constitution as much as possible and to set up as best as possible an independent state in Nevis. So skillfully done that the whole thing is also set up, in my opinion, to avoid judicial review cases being brought, because they put it all into legislation, an act of parliament. How could our highly intelligent lawmakers and their legal luminaries and advisors miss this? Or is it me missing something? Please enlighten me.
The Special Sustainability Zones Authorization Act has sparked heated debate since its passage. The opposition Nevis Reformation Party has called for the legislation to be repealed entirely. Much of the current scrutiny surrounds the first project announced under the Act, Destiny, which is planned for the south coast of Nevis. The federal government and the Nevis Allen administration have held a series of town hall meetings to explain the potential benefits of the project. However, public opposition to both the Destiny development and the SSZ Act continues to grow. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
The swim team of the St. Kitts and Nevis Aquatics Federation returned home after capturing a total of 8 medals in the 33rd OECS Swimming Championship held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The team was able to capture 2 golds, 3 silvers, and 3 bronze medals in the 2025 competition. The medal takers are Edith Den, 1 gold and 1 silver, Tiandrian Tross, 1 gold, 2 silvers, and 1 bronze, Skylar Connor, 1 bronze, and Jennifer Hardin Marlin, 1 bronze. The team was met at the Robert L. Bratcher International Airport by Eldon Thomas, President of the St. Kitts and Nevis Aquatics Federation, Dennis Knight, President of the St. Kitts and Nevis Olympic Committee, and Minister of Sports Samuel Duggins, as well as other officials, family, and friends. SKN Newsline presents some highlights at the airport welcome, where the aquatics team was congratulated for their overall performance.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're so very happy to be here to welcome home our swim team who just competed in the completed 2025 OECS Championship held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And this year, why we're so excited, because our team has shown significant improvement compared to last year. Today we're home with 8 medals in the swimming championship. Gold medals, silver medals, and bronze medals, and you'll hear more about that. And I think that this year the team has done us proud. They have done tremendously well. Give them another round of applause. And they've made St. Kitts proud. And I may interject here for the media and Nevis, St. Kitts and Nevis proud. That's right. We're one federation. May I interject here that this team, we do not have a swimming pool. We do not have a facility. They train in the ocean and they train in pools that hotels would accommodate us in. Yet they are able to go and compete and win medals, gold medals, silver medals, bronze. Last year we won 1 medal. This year we have returned 8 medals, and I think that's a tremendous improvement.
The people who are doing it, of course, is the future that you see in front of you here. And this is something that we at the St. Kitts and Nevis Olympic Committee are particularly proud of. Because when we sat down again, we said to SKN Aquatics, it makes no sense you begin to bring us swimmers at ages 28 and 29 and 30. We want to see the swimmers who are going to be bringing back the medals from the Olympics in 2032 and 2036 and 2040. That's what we said. And so when we look in front of you here, you mark my word. Take their names down if you want, because then is when you're going to see the fruit of all of this effort. And we're really already seeing it. So first of all, congratulations to the athletes. You've really done us proud. You've done St. Kitts and Nevis proud. I want to thank the parents. Some of you are here, I can see that. I know some travel with the team, obviously, because you can see the ages of some of our competitors here. So it requires sometimes that the parents make the sacrifice to actually go along with the team at times. So I want to congratulate the parents and the whole supporting cast that goes along with this team.
But I guarantee you that as we move forward into the future, we have been discussing the idea of your swimming pool. And that swimming pool, I know, needs a portion of land. We have been discussing with the Ministry of Sustainable Development, and I understand that land is being signed off on in short order as they have identified fees that they think would be suitable for such an activity. It has been long in coming, but even with that, sometimes it's a good thing to take time. But I believe, as Mr. Knight said, the 8 medals that we see now will be many more in the years to come, with or without the pool. Because your talent, your heart, your grit, your grind, and your determination will make it happen. But I know, and as a minister, I am telling you, it will not be without the people. It will be with the people. And we will have many more medals coming. To all of our winners, Jen, Trust, Connor, and it was Ali. To all the winners, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. You have done your nation proud. And as you adorn in your national colors, I want you to see yourselves as ambassadors, as champions and as heroes. All of you, adorn with a medal or not. Just your effort over here means a lot for the Federation.
Members of the swim team of the St. Kitts and Nevis Aquatics Association being welcomed back and congratulated. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
So sweet.
The people of St. Kitts and Nevis have embraced Susan Best and her ministry from the very beginning. Now, 40 years later, she returns to celebrate resilience, a testimony of grace, a legacy of strength. Join Susan Best for a night of worship featuring the timeless songs you've loved through the years, along with new music that will inspire a fresh move of faith. on Friday, November 28th at 7 p.m. at the Antioch Baptist Church, Lime Kiln Commercial Development. Don't miss this unforgettable celebration of grace, growth, and resilience. Tickets are $40 EC. Also, be blessed by performances by Carmela Lawrence, Gospel Flames of Joy, New Generation of Nevis, and Blestina Charles of St. Kitts. Tickets are now on sale at Bestway, Buckley's close to Caribbean Cinema, First Choice in the Amory Mall, Kingdom Travel and Tours, Central Street, Hidden Treasures, Airport Road close to Kumar's Pink Trailer, Pharmacare on 4th Street, and in Nevis at Divinity Touch Gift Shop, Main Street, Charlestown. Get your tickets early and stay tuned to the radio or Susan Best's social media pages. Be blessed in this unforgettable celebration of grace, growth, and resilience.
Everybody wave.